So we're just going to transition to our next set of speakers. So I'll go call you one by one again. From the government of Pakistan, Mr. Mohammad Bashir Khan, please join us on stage. From the government of Afghanistan, Mr. Ahmad Abdullah Nazrati, please join us on stage. And finally, from the government of Fiji, Mr. Hasmukh Patel, Chief Executive Officer of the Fiji Electric Authority, please join us on stage.
Thank you very much. So I think we had a quite good discussion and presentation for the first half of this session. Now we have 3 speakers. I would like to first invite Mr. Mohammad Bashir Khan from Government of Pakistan to make a presentation.
Actually, the presentation is jointly prepared by me. I am working as Director General Environment Protection Agency, and my colleague right in the front seat, Suhail Shehzad, is working as the Chief Energy Planning and Development Department. So this is basically Pakistan Vision 2025, that is the ensure uninterrupted access to affordable and clean energy. Why I say affordable, that will just be explained in the later slides coming. And for the energy strategy, it is attract the private sector investment, provide enabling environment, and promote energy efficiency. Right now, this is the country situation. We have a total installed capacity of some 22,000 megawatt, and major chunk is fossil fuel, which is not affordable, what I said in my vision, because it's highly expensive. 64% hydro, though it's a very big potential in the country, some 40 to 50,000 megawatt, but unfortunately we are unable to tap, and now there is a lot of concentration on the hydropower project. We have nuclear, it is 5.8%, and renewable energy far behind, we are doing it less than 1%. The power generation currently is from 12 to 16,000, and the demand is 17,000. So we have a shortfall of 4,000 to 6,000 daily basis, and that is creating a lot of problem. Energy coverage, we have got 70% of the population. But because of the power shortage, one is that the power is short, the second is that it is expensive because the line losses and the recovery of the bill is a lot of waste. And that is whether the fossil fuel, private companies though have the installed capacity, but they are generating less than their installed capacity because of the recovery. And that is something like between the production and sale price, there is a 5 rupees per unit difference, so which is creating a circular debt issue. And because of this shortage, we are actually losing like some 2% of the GDP. And some 4.1 million jobs, employment, etc. And that is why that the country is a totally attention on the energy production. In the coming year, when I go to the projects and in the pipeline, a lot of efforts are there to fill up this gap. So that is our target, that eliminate current supply demand by 2018. In the next 3 years, we are going to, first target is to create this 6,000 into the system so that we are at par with the shortfall. And then by 2025, another 25,000 megawatt is in the pipeline. And that will bring both the need for the remaining 30% and the existing 70%. So that is the target. By 2025, we are getting another 25,000 in the system. Now, apart from this 25,000, we are also optimizing the energy generation, because fossil fuel, hydro, nuclear, that is the major 3 sources. But we are going to go more far. We have got a lot of potential in the coal, though not a clean energy, but there is a lot of stocks, and we have to benefit from that. We have got a lot of solar potential, and that I'm coming to that which areas in the future we are planning to have investment opportunities. The highest priority is the hydro. Two projects, that is the Basha Dam and Diamond Dam, these two will bring some 7 to 8,000 of energy. These are the top most priority area. And apart from that, right now we are having some 16 projects in the pipeline in the northern areas, that is the KP. Four of these projects are funded by the Asian Development Bank, and there are Chinese and Korea small projects in the northern area, AJK, and the case study will show you what are the processes. And it's a total private, 870 megawatt, a total private firm which is investing $2 billion. That is in the last of the slides. Then after that, after the order, we have got to have these some further nuclear power plant. We have to have the thermal coal potential to be used for energy production. And then, of course, the line losses and institutional capacity and institutional fragmentation is in the process. So, those who are familiar with the Pakistan, we have got four major provinces, and the northern Pakistan, the AJK and the KPK, that is most favorable for the hydro potential. Some 40 to 50,000 megawatt potential is there. The solar project, mainly in the Sindh and Punjab, down the Himalayas, the plain. And the wind power project, mostly in Sindh and Balochistan, the coastal area. And then LNG, biomass, mostly in the agriculture layers, which are in the central of Punjab. And the natural gas in Balochistan, and again, coal projects, Sindh and Punjab. So you got like four regions: the coastal area, and the plain, the desert, and the mountains. And now these are the projects which are in the next 5 years coming into production. 10 coal project, that is 7,000 megawatt, LNG 2, 3,000 megawatt, gas 100 megawatt, nuclear 2, 680, hydro 4,174, solar 3, 1,000 megawatt, wind 4, and RFO 1. So total in the next 4-5 years, 8,000 megawatt energy is coming to the system. And these are the other projects that is mostly independent power. That 1,600 power projects are there. That is something like 7,000. And then coal project 6, 10,000, gas 1. So total another 17,000 megawatt is to be completed by 2025. This is the investment. Why? Because we are a highly demanding country. We are a shortfall. So it's the growing demand. Population is growing. We are already shortfall. Then attractive returns. I will just in the coming slide. And there is a physical and financial incentive, and there are guarantees. So these four things we think that are attractive for the investment. This is the policy framework. We have got a Federal Power Generation Policy 2002, a Renewable Energy Policy 2006, Federal Gas-Based Cogeneration Policy 2008, and then there are provinces like Punjab and KP province where the small projects are done by the provinces, not by the federation. This is the regulatory framework. NEFRA, the National Electric Power Regulatory Authority, it is the top agency. Then generating licenses, and then IPPs, CPPs, and cogeneration. Independent power, captive power, and then cogeneration. And then what is the contractual mechanism? Guaranteed power purchase for IPPs. Whatever they are producing, they have to be guaranteed that the government will purchase from them. Upfront tariffs, sovereign guarantees, standardized implementation agreement, and power purchase agreement. And then average 17% rate of return on the renewable energy projects, 20% for projects on local coal, so that biomass is in pipeline, we not have a clear-cut policy on that. Custom duty, 5% on the import of plants and equipment not manufactured locally. No duties on renewable energy plants and equipment. And then exemption from income tax, exemption from turnover tax, and exemption from withholding tax on imports. Now this is the case study, a totally private power project, 870 megawatt project, and that is in the northern Pakistan. The project sponsors are Al Jumma Group from the Saudi Arabia, Asif Khan, that is a local Pakistani, right from my province, KP province, a local guy. Eden Enterprises from Malaysia, and China Gazebo Company. So these 4-company consortium is constructing 870 megawatt hydropower project. This is basically the project. It is run-of-the-river project, where a 19-kilometer tunnel will be installed in the river water reserve using the difference in the height of the river. Now, these are all the steps for any private investor, and for this project they are complete. The first step is issue of letter of interest, which is complete for this project. Approval of feasibility study, already complete. NEFRA feasibility stage, tariff determination, complete. NEFRA generation license issue, complete. Issue of government Khyber Pakhtunkhwa environment approval. Issue of letter of support. Issue of security packages. Basic design of the project. Preparation of EPC bidding document. Issuing of EPC bidding documents. EPC bidding evaluation. Signing of the EPC contract. NEFRA Tier 2 tariff determination. Negotiation and signing of water use agreement. Negotiation and signing of implementation agreement. Negotiation and signing of power purchase agreement, and then land acquisition agreement with government of the KPK. So the only things remaining is completion of land acquisition and title transfer of the project, and then the rest for the satisfaction of CP's representation agreement, and then financial close. So that is a good example of the totally private power project, which is going to start within a month or two, and 870 megawatt is a big project. So these are the processes, mostly the tariff determination, the license agreement, that is by the federal government, and the land acquisition and environment approvals are by the private government. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I think in Pakistan, probably the major challenge recently is the shortage of the power supply.
Yes,
so
yeah.
it's going to happen in many
And I
places.
think that they are so much involved that they will get in excess.
Right.
Because of the more attention.
Yeah, hopefully more the investment with this
$34
government.
billion from Chinese investment.
$34 billion already confirmed.
Yes.
Yeah, but I'm sure there are with this.
This project is $200 billion. Sorry, $2 billion.
Yeah, with this government support policy framework, I'm sure there are more investment will come for energy sector. Thank you very much. So now.